get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels want to move quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Rebels! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Out of the end zone. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Scanning the field, it's Humphries. Buys a little extra time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
Makes the grab, he's got a first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, boys.
Looking to throw, it's Humphries. Makes the grab, it's Williams. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. BYU right back to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll be smacked to the ground. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Give to the running back. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second.
BYU 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got it in the middle. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. To the ground with the back. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. BYU lines up quickly.
And This guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to let it go. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. Fourth and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Burks. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Now the play fake. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Navy. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pocket breaking down. The short hands. It's Williams. Snowed under by the defense.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Steps away. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. He leaves it with his back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Cougars are in the hurry up. Looking to pass. It's Humphreys. Steps away to find some room. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The give is to Williams. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Punch it out of the air. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, you see those tight ends catch the football. You're coming up and trying to get them on the ground as fast as they can. They're such big athletes, though. You gotta pick your poison. A lot of times you try to go low, and they hurdle you or put that hand down. Nice job by the tight end breaking a tackle and getting some extra yards.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's field in. It's crossed. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
To throw, it's Humphries. Makes the catch. It's Williams. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
BYU right back to the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
To the air, it's Humphries. Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they hoped for. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Drag down, Liddell, move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Jim.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rebels! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Back to throw, it's Humphreys. Here's the pressure. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's got the back in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll give it to him again. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Humphries. Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Wide open space, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougar! He'll try to tack on one more.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
23, BYU, 15.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Burks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Burks. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
BYU, 15.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Humphries. Unloads it left. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give is to Williams. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. BYU lines up quickly. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking downfield is Humphries. Opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Burks. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Burks. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia Tech. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Pulls it in, it's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Cougars want to pick up the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Extending the play. Finds a little space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give is to Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To the air, it's Humphries. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, BYU! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
BYU 23.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble all by himself down the middle. And the defense got it. And hold every... He's going the other way, and he takes it back for a touchdown.
Are you kidding me? You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. On the option, the pitch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to throw. It's Tremble. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility. will start. Much bigger dreams for this squad.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. BYU with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Humphreys. He's going to take off. Completes the shuffle pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? Give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Gets the back moving. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
No harder position to play in the ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Now facing a third and long. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Humphreys. Under fire. Hit as he throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you've got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game.